What's happening? Your man Andre here, and welcome back to your mental toughness coaching session. And on this video, I'm going to be talking about the power of emotion. A great thing to know about the power of emotion is that it can actually change the way that we see things at an exact moment. The way that we feel actually determines and defines the way that we judge something, the way that we judge someone, the way that we react, the way that we respond, and the way that we behave at a certain moment. And to give you a good example, let's say I'm going to a restaurant to eat. Let's use you. Let's say you're going to a restaurant to eat, and you got somebody that you care for with you, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. You have your child, your parent, whoever it is. Think of somebody you really care for, and you have that person with you. And this is the nicest restaurant in town. I mean, it's you're going all out tonight. There's a live violins playing. There's the top shelf wine getting served, caviar. You in a tuxedo, a nice dress. You both dressed nice, and everybody there. There's politicians there. There's actors there. Everybody. So you're on your P's and Q's. You're walking in here. You don't want to be embarrassed. You make sure your hair is done. Make sure ain't no food on your mouth. You're on your P's and Q's to make sure you look right, because you're looking at this as a very nice place. You don't want to ruin the place. You don't want to ruin your image at this place. But then the waiter comes up and he slaps the person that's sitting with you that you love and care for. But guess what? You just jumped up and you're going to kick the crap out of and go for that waiter's throat. You're going to knock the soup over. You're going to knock the caviar over. You can care less what Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton sitting over there thinks about you. You can care less what anybody thinks and how you look. You don't care less. Your shirt just ripped open and your chest is hanging out. You are going after that waiter for what he did. But that's because the emotion of anger was so powerful that it changed the way that you saw things at that moment. Just like that. Right there, you sat and thought this was the most important thing happening in your life. You wouldn't mess it up for the world. But all it took was a spark of your anger. So all of our emotions operate like this. Our emotions of love, sadness, fear. It can immediately change the way that we want to respond to something. So there's true, deep power in emotion. And that is the power that we can take it and we can adjust the way we see things, the way we judge, the way we view things. You see what I'm saying? Which allows us to change the way that we're going to respond. We respond a different way. All right? Now, fear is so powerful that it can even, or not fear, but the power of emotion is so powerful that fear can bring us to a point where we're willing to sacrifice life, just like anger can. We can become so afraid or so angry that we're willing to die at that moment to get to the result that we want to get to. So fear makes us, how could I put it, indestructible, and anger makes us indestructible. Love can make us indestructible. Sadness can make us destructible and sometimes indestructible. So all of these emotions, our emotions that we feel, have a effect on us that makes us almost superhuman. So what I'm teaching you when I say power of emotion is you have to learn how to control your emotions. Of course, you learn that control your emotions or control the way you respond to your emotions, so you don't do something stupid, you don't say something dumb, you don't give an inappropriate response to the way you feel. Now, we hear that all the time, but have you ever heard that I want you to take that emotion and lock away so you can use it later at the appropriate time? That's what I'm here to teach you about the power of emotion. When you start to learn to understand and trust your emotion, you can take the things that have happened in your life, the bad things, the good things, the happy things, the sad things, the mad things, all these things, and remember those emotions and take it and store it away. Now, I'm not talking about the unhealthy, push it down, so I don't need a whole bunch of psychologists jumping up saying, that's unhealthy to do that. I know that's unhealthy to do that, but it's not unhealthy if you know you're storing and you're planning to use it later. Because that's what I would do during my fight career. When it came time for an important fight, I would take all those emotions and I would meditate and conjure them. Anger, the bad things that happened to me, the good things, the people I loved and wanted to succeed for, jealousy. I didn't care what it was, every emotion. fear, the things that I was afraid of. I took them all and I brought those emotions, I put them in a box, I locked it, and I put it away in the back of my head. And then when it came fight time, I meditated again and I brought it out. And I set it in my subconscious where I can immediately get to it when I needed it for that moment that I needed, boom, explosion. And I'm talking dedicated explosion where nothing's going to stop me. I am going to be stronger than him. I am going to be faster than him. I am going to take him down or I'll be dead first. So I take all this emotion, store it, put it away, got it ready to go, maintain my calmness while I'm in competition. And you can do the same way. Maintain your calmness and knowing you got that stored away. This power that's going to make you indestructible. That's going to make you change the way you see things at that moment where you don't care what happens to you. Because that's how we are when we're angry. That's how we are when we're sad, when we're jealous, when we're overjoyed. We just want to, I can't wait to do it. We don't care what happens to us. So I got that emotion locked away. And when the intense moment happens that I need it, I open that door, it releases, it changes the way I see things, boom, I go hard. You can do the same thing. You know, I've got some drills and some exercises you're going to get videos on if you haven't received them already that teach you how to start locking that emotion in, and I'm going to talk you through how to store that emotion and how to release it at the right moment. You know, and it's not even a thing where you have to think to release it. You'll know subconsciously when that time comes, and boom, you'll release it, and it'll give you that superhuman strength, that superhuman power that's more than likely going to help you to succeed. Okay, so the power of emotion is very, very powerful when you control yours and you control the way you respond with your emotion. All right, hope this video helps you out. Take care, keep your head up, keep your eye out for more videos, and stay strong.